Hey everybody, this is Henry here with another Wooden Railway review. Today the item we'll be looking at is the fairly new destination, Vickerstown Station. So for Christmas, my dad and I went to Toys R Us and he let me pick out a few Thomas Wooden Railway things, so I got this, Bert the Small Railway Engine, and a new Herald. But this one is probably what I was looking forward to the most because one, I thought it would make a good review, and two, I have another big station to use now in videos other than Nafford, so that's nice. So anyway, let's get into this review. So Vickerstown Station was first appeared in the TV series in the special The Great Race, but I don't think it's appeared since then. But in the series, it's situated on a viaduct, and it's a pretty big station, and I think it might be bigger than Nafford, but don't quote me on that. And as far as the Wooden Railway history goes on Vickerstown Station, it was introduced to the Wooden Railway in 2016, and it hasn't been retired yet, but my guess is that unless it appears in the series, other than the Great Race, it'll probably get retired within the next year or two. So that's it for the history. So let's take a look at the destination and the packaging. So here's the front. It's open and everything, so you can actually see the item. So I'll get it up closer to you. So right here it says seen on DVD The Great Race. Right here Vickerstown Station, and then there's cardboard cutouts and on the rails of Frida, Ashima, Thomas, and Vinny. And as we come up here it says try me, twist the dial, and I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. I don't know if that's all of the sounds. I haven't really looked at this that much up until now. Just haven't had the time. But yeah, those are some of the sounds. And then as we turn back here on the back, you got promotional image of Frida, Shima, Vinny, and Thomas going through the station. And then right here, you can see there's just a little paragraph. Sorry about the light shining on it. There really isn't anything I can do about it, but I'll go ahead and read this for you. Inspired by the DVD movie The Great Race, Vickerstown Station is Sodor's hub of adventure. Your little engineer can help Thomas and his engine pals pick up passengers and bring them to the mainland. Let the journey begin. So, yeah, that's pretty much it here, and then there's some other things like engines, track bridges, tunnels, train sets, destinations, all that stuff. And then there's some stuff here. I'm not going to read all of this just for the sake of time, but if you want to go ahead and read it, you can pause it right here. And I'll just show you the top. Not much to say about it, but no. Just in case you wanted to see it. And then the bottom, just some copyright stuff. So yeah, so that's all there is to see while the station is still in its packaging. So I'll cut away from the video, and when I come back the station will be out of the package and we'll see it in all of its glory. Alright guys, so here it is out of the box. Now before we look at it, I just want to say that I thought I was going to have to tear apart the packaging to get it out, but surprisingly, it's almost all intact. It turns out that there's this thing on the bottom, you just open it up and then unscrew the screws and then you can just pull it out. And I decided to keep put back the cutout engines because it just looks cool. But anyway, let's talk about the station. So I compared Vickerstown Station to Nafford Station, and I noticed that Vickerstown is slightly wider and slightly shorter than Nafford. And I could see why it'd be wider, but I don't think they had to make it so short considering it's one of, if not the biggest station to appear in the TV series so far, but it's not that big of a deal. I just thought I'd point it out. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and show you the station. So up here in white print, it says Vickerstown Station. Then you got people just up there in the top floor, or whatever you want to call it. It's just a window. And then here's some detail on the side here. You can see Sir Topham Hatt, Dowager Hatt, Alicia Body, and the Mayor of Sodor. So that's pretty cool. Then some random people and passengers and stuff, and just cool detail. And then here's the other side, in case you wanted to see it. Not too much to talk about. And then here on the other side, this is the back. And I wish that they'd put Vickerstown on both sides of the station, unless if in the... it's been a while since I've seen the Great Race. Maybe the back was shown and it didn't say Vickerstown Station. But it would just be nice. It would give it a bit more detail. But actually, then again, I think this up here, I think in the actual series, it was an actual, like, letter sign thing that said Vickerstown, so, and obviously they probably didn't put that on both sides. So, I don't know. And then, here's the top. Nothing too much to say about it. The good thing about this being wider than Nafford is the platform in the middle. If you can see, it's going to be way easier to put, like, you know, Lego figures in there as passengers and stuff. But the bad thing is that the track's a bit wider, and unfortunately, as you can see here, if I try and use this, I used it a lot with Nafford, it doesn't fit. So that's a shame, but it's not a big deal. And one more time, if you want to hear this. I think a bunch of those were the same ones we already heard. But anyway, yeah. And that's pretty much it for looking at it. What didn't take as long as I thought. So now that we looked at the station, it is now time for final thoughts. My final thoughts on Vickerstown Station. In my opinion, it was a good idea to release the station to the Thomas Wooden Railway. There are some aspects of the destination that could be improved, like the length of the station, for example, but overall, it's definitely worth adding to your collection. It can expand your ideas for episode writing if you have your own series. I would suggest, however, that you try looking for this one online for a cheaper price, as this is a pretty expensive one in stores, as are most Thomas Wooden Railway destinations and sets nowadays. Well, that's all there is for this Wooden Railway review. Please like and subscribe for more reviews like these and other Thomas Wooden Railway related content. Happy New Year, and as always, thank you for watching.